Welcome to PSLE Maths, where you find solutions to PSLE math problems. Please subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon for notification. Thank you.
Hello kids, let's look at a question from Stella School. This is a ratio problem from 2019 SA1 paper. This is question number 14. The ratio of Joe's money to Lina's money is 8 is to 5. Lina spent $180 on a wallet while Joe spent twice as much money on a pair of shoes. The ratio of Joe's money to Lina's money then became 4 is to 5. How much did both girls have in total at first? How much did Lina have in the end? So this problem we are going to do in two different methods. The first method is just by manipulating the ratios. So if you're strong in ratios, you can go by this method. The second method is very straightforward, but it involves algebra, a little bit of basic algebra. So let's first chart down Joe and Lina. So at first, both of them have money in the ratio 8 is to 5. So 8 parts Joe and 5 parts Lina. So Lina spends $180 and Joe spends twice as much money on a pair of shoes. That means she is spending 180 times 2, which is $360. And in the end, their money is now in the ratio 4 is to 5. So Joe has 4 parts while Lina has 5 parts. So let's first assume at the end Joe has 4 units and Lina has 5 units. And we will now try to find out how many units of money Joe and Lina have had in the beginning. So if we assume them to be 8 units and 5 units, Lina at the end has 5 units. After spending $180, again she cannot have 5 units, so that is wrong. So now the 8 is to 5. Instead of 8 units and 5 units, let's assume them to be 16 units and 10 units. As long as we maintain the same ratio 8 is to 5, it is good. Now 10 units of Lina's money has reduced to 5 units after spending $180. So the difference is 5 units. So for $360 in Joe's money, the difference should be 10 units. But here it is 16 units to 4 units, which is more than 10 units. So that is also not the correct units. Now here, the same 8 is to 5 ratio, we are assuming it to be 24 units and 15 units for Joe and Lina. So Lina's money has reduced from 15 units to 5 units, which is 10 units. And Joe's money has reduced from 24 units to 4 units, which is 20 units. So if 10 units is equal to $180, 20 units is equal to $360, exactly twice. So yes, this is the correct number of units. So now we found out the number of units. So once we get this, which means our ratios are correct, then we can either put 20 units is equal to $360 or 10 units is equal to $180. Both are same. We get the value of 1 unit as $18. So the first question is, how much did both girls have in total at first? At first, Joe had 24 units. Lina had 15 units. The total is 39 units, which is 39 times 18, $702. That's the answer for part A of the question. Part B, how much did Lina have in the end? In the end, Lina has 5 units, which is 5 times 18, $90. So that's the answer for part B of the question. So now let's look at the same question, but we'll do it in a different method. So we still have the same Joe and Lina. At first, they have their money in 8 is to 5 ratio, and in the end, 4 is to 5. Here, we'll straight away assume in the end, Joe has 4 units and Lina has 5 units. So, if Joe in the end has 4 units, before spending $360, should have had 4 units plus 360. Lina, after spending $180, she has 5 units, which means before spending $180, should have had 5 units plus $180. Here's where the algebra part comes in. Their initial ratios are 8 is to 5. So the common multiple is 40. So 5 times 8 parts should be equal to 8 times 5 parts. So we are now going to cross multiply. So 5 times 4 units plus 360 should be equal to 8 times 5 units plus 180. So let's expand the equation. 20 units, 4 times 5 is 20 units, plus 5 times 360 is 1800 should be equal to 8 times 5 units is 40 units, plus 8 times 180 is 1440. So the difference between 40 units and 20 units is 20 units, and difference between 1800 and 1440 is 360. We again get the value of 1 unit to be equal to 18. Now we know how much did both the girls have in total at first. At first is 4 units plus 360 for Joe, 5 units plus 180 for Lina. So that's a total of 9 units plus 360 plus 180, which is 9 times 18, 162 plus 540, which is $702. How much did Lina have in the end? 5 units, which is 5 times 18, $90. So we get the same answer in whichever method we do. Do notice that here in the end, we have assumed them to be 4 units and 5 units. If we plan to do it in algebra, we can have the initial units also as 8 units and 5 units. And then in the end, it could be 8 units minus $360, 5 units minus $180. And still, the final answers would be the same. The 1 unit value would be different in that case. But still, final answer in whichever method we do would be the same. So hope you understood these two methods. Whichever is easier for you, you can follow.
Hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to this channel for more problem sums. If you have a specific question that you would like to see a video on, please post it in the comment section. Thank you.